Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Toilets to Titles. It's a special live bonus episode. Usually, our bonus episodes aren't live, but we had an opportunity here with Selection Sunday being yesterday, and the first games being played on Thursday after those pesky little play-in games. Our man Mark here kind of had an idea for creating a giveaway to our Patreon. So before I start getting into some housekeeping and some commercial type stuff. Mark, why don't you go ahead and explain to the Patreons here and anybody else watching what exactly it is that we're doing here tonight?
Absolutely. So March Madness, we have our bracket of the 64 teams. Typically you fill it out, but I figure, hey, why not for our Patreons? We can give each Patreon member a specific team by a random draw. That way they have one team they can root for the whole tournament. And if their team wins, they're winning $100. So we're going to spin a wheel, give each member, some of our higher tier members are actually going to get two teams um, as a thank you for the extra support that they give us. But yeah, we're going to spin the wheel and give them a random team.
Yeah, outstanding. And then if they happen to have the winning team that wins the tournament at the end, they get $100 cash money, and that's easy, easy, easy for me to give away because it's coach's money. So it's always easy to give away somebody else's money. So so yeah, so we're grateful to have the Patreons. We're grateful to have you guys tuned in right now watching this. There is going to be one wedge at the end that's still left over. That one wedge is that 64th team. We're only giving away 63 to our Patreons tonight. That extra spot's going to be given away on the Tuesday night flagship show with myself and Coach tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you still have to be a Patreon to win that one. So here's the cool thing. If you're not a Patreon and you're watching this and you want in on that, you can go to patreon.com/toilets right up there above my head, patreon.com/toilets and log in, become a Patreon. And then on tomorrow night's show, we don't know exactly how we're going to give it away, but I promise you, if you're a new Patreon that's getting in between tonight and tomorrow night, you're going to have a little bit of an extra percentage of opportunity of winning that extra team. So now, before we start the drawing here, and this is going to be a quick episode because we were just going to do 64 wheel spins pretty much, well, 63. So outside of those wheel spins, it is going to be a pretty quick episode for the most part, but I do have to let you guys know just a little bit about our sponsor for all of this, because without our sponsor and without our Patreons, you guys, you make it all happen. So it's fun to do an episode where it all comes together. For those that aren't already aware, Rival Fantasy is the newest evolution in fantasy sports. Rival's all-in-one fantasy platform has changed the fantasy sports landscape. From fantasy bingo, where you mark off boxes of achievements that your players accomplish on the field, to season-long and best ball leagues, to mock drafts and challenges, and more. They have the perfect user-friendly website and app for you. So send a challenge to your friend or send a challenge to your rival and tell them to put their money where their mouth is. But your first deposit of up to $200 will be matched, plus an additional $25 just for using that link, joinrival.com/title tribe. That's joinrival.com/title tribe. And we've got some people in the chat. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Thanks for joining us. Jerry, your name is on the board, baby. Here we go. Coach, howdy, Coach. Let's see. Yep, sign up for Patreon for the Bijan Robinson jersey giveaway. So with the Bijan Robinson giveaway, if you're a Patreon at the MVP level, you're going to get an entry. If you are a Patreon at the Hall of Fame level, you're going to get two entries. You can also add extra donations to try to win. With a little bit of extra here. I've got that ticker scrolling at the bottom. For $5, you get one extra entry. Amanda did that. My sister Amanda did that the other night, and she got an extra entry. You can donate $10 for 3 entries or $20 for 10 entries. You can send that money to PayPal, and that will be toiletstotitles@gmail.com on PayPal. or you can just click on that little dollar currency emblem that's right by the comment section there, and type in the amount that you want to donate, and win your entries that way as well. We'll accept it either way. But speaking of toylesstitles.com, that's our website where you can go to get all of our articles and all of our podcasts, all of our information, our rankings. We've got mock draft, a 32-team NFL mock draft that we're doing right now. I'm probably up really soon. But that's going to be posted on the website. So, yeah, all the good things, guys, all the good things. Yeah, there is 68. The play-in game is going to be together. So if there's a play-in game, you kind of get both of those. You're just going to get the winner of that play-in game for the tournament. Let's see. So yeah, yep, that answers that question. All right, and David says, "Let's get it." All right, David, you the man. You the man. We're gonna get right to it. So
What David said goes. You know.
that's right. That's right. All right, I know he didn't mean it that way, but that was funny. All right, and any of you that work at H&M, if you actually want to sponsor the show and leave that ad up, I will gladly accept your emails. But here we go. All right. So, Mark, you're going to tell me the name of each person as we go down the list, and then I'm going to shuffle it 3 times as you're reading the name, and we're going to spin to see what team they have in this bracket. So, who's first up?
All right, sounds good. These first couple names are all going to be the double spins because there are higher tier Patreon members.
Can we just do one for now and then go back and do their second one later?
Yeah, sure. We can do it that way.
Just for the extra suspense.
All right. First one is going to be Dylan Carlson, Wicked.
Wicked. All right. So I've already shuffled 3 times. So Wicked, your first team up is. And I need to figure out how to turn the sound off, but you get the 3 seed Illinois. So Wicked gets a good team right off of the bat. Let's see if I can figure out how to shut off this noise, because that's kind of intrusive and annoying. But anyway, while I'm trying to figure that out, who's next up?
Next, we got Coach.
All right, shuffle. And Coach, I think Coach has 2 also. So Coach's first one is going to be the 12 seed or the 11 seed Oregon. It did not click over, so you get Oregon, the 11 seed, Coach. Here we go. It's probably under here somewhere. No. Oh, okay. So who's next? They get this team.
Justin Toe.
Justin Toe. You get the 12th seed McNeese. But not ideal. How do I shut off this sound?
Sound, I am not sure.
All right. That's all right. I guess we're just going to have to deal with it. Who's next?
Next, we have Sean Robinson.
Sean Robinson. Ooh, a good one for Sean. The 4th seed, Kansas. That's the Jayhawks. Here we go. No sound. All right, who's next?
Stephen Middleton.
All right, Mr. Middleton. The 4 seed Alabama. So we got some 4 seeds coming off of the board.
All right, next we got David.
You mean Genesis? Here you go, Genesis. David. It's what you've been waiting on. And there you go. Hey, not horrible. I can think of worse teams than a 6 seed South Carolina.
All right, next we got George.
Big George. Tenth seeded Drake.
Joe Clark.
All right. Shuffle Okay, fitting. I figured out how to shut off the applause right before Joe Clark's. All right, number 8 seed, Utah State. There you go, Joey. Good luck. Again, this is free, so anybody that's in the Patreon is automatically just getting free entries here.
Yep. Amanda Feeney.
Amanda Feeney, my sister Amanda, who might be watching. I'm not looking at the comments right now. I'll go check those in a second. She's so lucky. Look at that.
That's a good one right there.
Number 2 seed, Arizona. Nice. Nicely done. All right.
Next, we have El Fuego.
El Fuego. Yes, El Fuego. El Fuego gets the number 7 seed, Washington State. Let me check out the comments here real quick. Nice team for Wicked. Quack. Did he get Oregon? Probably. The coach got Oregon, probably.
Yep. He got Oregon.
It's a high-scoring team. Nice. I thought you were going to say a high school team for a second. All right.
Next, we have Steve Varner.
All right, Steve. Steve Varner is in our Patreon IDP Dynasty League that we are drafting right now. Number 13 seed Charleston for Steve Varner.
All right, we got Jerry up next.
Jerry Bagshaw, who is probably still in the chat. Oh, man, that was so close. Well, no, what a roller coaster. You go from 3 seed Kentucky to now you're at the 16 seed, so you get to play in. Does Jerry have 2?
What's that?
Does Jerry
He does have 2. Yes, he does have 2.
So I know we're getting close to that cutoff where we just have the 1, but so Jerry, you will get another team here in just a little bit. You're not just rooting for a 16 seed.
Next, we have Rich.
Rich, the Frito Bandito. Who we got for Richie? Rich also has a 16 seed. Hey, you know what? At least we're getting those out of the way. I know the guys that are getting them don't like to hear it, but yeah, I've never heard of this school, Longwood. All right.
Sean McDonald.
All right, Sean. There it is. There's a 1 seed. You got him. The Tar Heels. Nicely done, Sean. Well deserved.
We have Steve Evans up next.
All right, the infamous Uncle Steve. And Uncle Steve gets, he was close to Duke, but instead he gets Morehead State, the 14 seed. All right.
Next we have Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt is Wyatt loves music for those of you that know him from YouTube chats, but Wyatt gets the number 4 seed, Duke. It's a nice one.
Next up is Pete.
I know Duke's not really playing their best basketball right now, but Pete, Mr. Pete, gets 14 seed, Colgate. Pete, Colgate is all you.
All right, next we got Will.
Apologize for the puppy whining in the background. He's about to that age where he just wants to run and play. St. Peter's. Why couldn't Pete have gotten that one? If he's going to get a bad team, at least give him St. Peter's. So who got this one?
Will did.
Oh, Will. Okay. 15 seed. Well, there you go. I don't know if that's I don't know where that's located, but maybe it's a Florida team he can root for.
All right. Next up, we have Kevin Coach Frey.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Coach Fry is also in the IDP Dynasty Patreon League. And
is that a 1 seed?
It is.
Nice.
Hey, all right. Good for you, Coach.
All right. So everybody up until this point, they will all get a second pick.
Okay.
Now we're going into the individual ones.
Right on. All right. So from here on out, you're just, if your name comes up, you're hoping for a good seed because you don't have another chance.
Yep. And we're
Gotcha.
starting with you.
Oh, so I'm up next. All right.
Yep.
There we go. One of the few times, I guess, that Coach and I are actually eligible for these and the other team members. All right. So the
Michigan
number
State.
9 seed, Michigan State. Is Izzo still there?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. Well, I know he's at least going to make it to like
Positive.
the Elite Eight, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I got Michigan State. Not bad. I'll take it.
Next, we have the Iceman.
Chris Iceman. It ticked at the last second. You get the 11 seed.
Duquesne.
All right. That's definitely somewhere around Louisiana if they're spelling it like that.
Yeah, the only reason I know how to pronounce that is because I work with a guy who went there. So he's corrected everybody when they mispronounce it.
Well, he's proud that they're actually in it. All right. Who's next? Did you cut out?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Nate Wallen.
Oh, so Nate, the great Nate, you get James Madison, 12 seed. Nate likes those underdogs. He'll pull for the little guys.
All right, next we got Tone up.
All right. Dion. Let's see who Tone gets. The 10 seed, the play in between BSU and Colorado. Is that BSU? Is that Boise
State? Yep.
Yeah, so Boise State and Colorado. Didn't know if Ball State actually decided to do something in basketball. Ball State.
Next up, we have Brian Shart.
All right, Brian. Let's see what you've got. Brian gets the 7 seed Texas.
Okay. Dennis Noel.
All right, Dennis. That would be Dennis from Canton. Met him in Canton. Got to play in one of his leagues there in Canton, so that was nice.
Nice.
He's been a Patreon supporter ever since. You get the 6 seed BYU, Dennis. Not to be confused with our Dennis. Dennis David Genesis.
Next, we have Dustin Hetrich.
All right. Dustin has actually come on one of the Fun Day draft shows as well. You guys can check out our most recent Fun Day draft from this past Saturday. FAU. We drafted our favorite Frankenstein monsters in a battle to the death. That's fun.
Eric Durland.
Eric gets the 12 seed Grand Canyon. All right.
I actually like them as a sleeper. Maybe not all the way to win it all, but they can make some noise.
I always kind of figured they should probably be an online school. It'd be hard to commute into the Grand Canyon, wouldn't
it? Yeah. Next, we have Jerry Janiga.
Jerry Janiga.
Janiga. Okay. Sorry.
JJ for short. JJ gets number 2 seed Marquette. Nice.
That's a good one. Next, we have Carla Ross.
Carla. Who does Carla get? Carla gets the 16 seed Stetson. All right, somebody's got to take him off the board, Carla. But of course, I can't mention Canton, the league in Canton, without David chiming in that he won that league in Canton. And I don't blame him. I would too. I would probably just follow it up with, "Oh, by the way, I won" every time. But unfortunately, I was one of the first ones out. It was a guillotine league.
All right. Kyle Hess.
Mr. Hess. One of our 2 Hesses. Iowa State. Number 2 seed, Iowa State. That's nice. Yeah, there you go.
I like them a lot. Nathan Swajek.
New Nate.
New
He's
name.
our most recent Nathan on Patreon, so I call him New Nate. And New Nate gets the 7 seed Florida.
Okay. Next, we have Oscar Duarte.
Hey, Oscar. We are a big fan of Oscar on the show, even though this pick may not project that. Another play-in winner, Oscar. You get the winner between Virginia and Colorado State.
Yep. Next up is Porg.
Porg. That's our other Hess. All right. Porg, also in the IDP Dynasty Startup League. Number 8 seed Mississippi State. Very good. Very good.
Okay. Next, Sam Schultz.
My brother-in-law, Sam. We can give him a 16 seed. I'd be okay with that. Get another one of those out of the way. Yep, that works. Long Beach State, Sam. I hope you're watching, buddy. All right, that was mean. All right.
Steve Wise.
All right. Another Patreon IDP leaguer. 13 seed Vermont off the board.
Next, we have Dylan Whitmer. St. Mary's.
There you go. 5 seed St. Mary's.
Joshua Bigby.
Joshua from Fusion. Three seed Creighton. Nice pool, Josh.
Nice. Next, this one just says Nick. Just Nick.
Okay, yeah. He didn't have a last name in the Patreon either, so.
Okay.
And I couldn't really guess his last name based off of his email, so. But for now, he's going to call himself Nick Baylor.
Here we go. Next, we have Philip Bevis.
Beavis, yep.
Bevis.
Phil Beavis. We met him in Canton as well. He's going to be helping us out with the Frank League this year, making a nice big live wheel to spin at Canton. It's going to be nice. 6 seed Texas Tech.
Next, we have Rick Beachy.
All right, Rick, who was also one of our live drafters at Canton for the Frankenstank. You guys, you keep hearing us talk about the Frankenstank. If you want in on a monster of a league unlike any other, make sure you check it out. You can DM myself at JustinFF_, or you can DM at Coach Sheps, or shoot us an email, toiletsofTitles@gmail.com. Ask us for info. We'll send you the rules and some of the videos that we have of it, because it's not like any other league. You're going to need to do some research on all these rules, but it is crazy fun. It's the most fun league you'll ever be in. But Rick gets the 11 seed in North Carolina State.
Sean McCormick.
Sean McCormick, also drafted live at Canton. Number 7 seed Dayton.
All right. Next up, we have Wingyan Chung.
Yeah, he is a YouTube supporter, YouTube follower, and he started his Patreon support a few months ago.
Nice.
9 seed Northwestern. Very good. All right. Well, I do still see some ones out there. We got Purdue, UConn are both still out there. So who's up next to try to get that?
We have Pat Hoffer.
Okay, Pat, let's see what you got. Ooh, I almost talked it into existence for you, Pat. Unfortunately, it ticked. You get 15 seed Western Kentucky.
Okay. Next, we have it's his Gildan name, T. Rosgith.
Oh, Trosgarth.
Trosgarth.
I never really know how to pronounce it either, but we're gonna see who he has here. He didn't have his actual name on the Patreon either, so so he just goes by that pseudonym, and he's got the 14 seed Oakland.
All right, so now we're going back up to the duplicate spots.
All right.
We're gonna run Wicked again.
Wicked. All right. Isn't there gonna be another March Madness type thing that we're doing?
Yeah, so we're gonna do a regular bracket pool where you fill out you just pick all the winners, fill out the whole bracket. What I think Coach said, we were gonna do $10 for a bracket, and 10% of it was gonna go to the Canton Fund, and then the winner was gonna take the rest.
Yep, sounds good. So do we know yet how they can sign up for that?
I think we're gonna put out the link here soon.
Okay.
In Gilded and on Twitter, and then they can just follow that and sign up.
So that's at Toyless of Titles on Twitter, and then Gilded, as Mark just mentioned. Glad you brought it up because I forgot to mention it earlier. Our Gilded chat has over 200 people in it where we're just constantly talking football and obviously other stuff because we're going to be talking March Madness, and we talk all kinds of different things in there, but it's mostly primarily football. But you sign up for our Gilded and you can get a lot of our information before we put it out anywhere. Pretty much all of our information we put in Gilded first. So you definitely want to get in on that. It is a free chat. You just got to reach out to at Coach Sheps, or again, email us toylesstitles@gmail.com to let us know that you want in that free Gilded, and we'll get you set up. But Wicked's team here is wicked good. He got Kentucky. So
let's go.
There you go. He's definitely going after Coach's money.
All right. Well, next is Coach again. Gonna try
Coach
to save
his own money. He's trying to save it. Yeah, he's not going to do it that way.
Not with New Mexico. Probably not.
All right. Who was his other team?
Oregon Ducks.
All right. Well, good luck, Coach.
All right. Justin Toe.
Justin Toe. Hey, this one's not bad.
Gonzaga.
5 seed. Can never count Gonzaga out.
Nope. All right. Sean Robinson again.
Sean, who had a good pool, I believe.
Was that be a 1 seed?
Yeah, there it is.
Purdue.
What was his other team?
Kansas and Purdue, his two.
Oh, nice. Wow. All right.
Good duo right there.
He's out for Coach's money.
All right. Stephen Middleton.
All right.
Had Alabama last time. I'm going to pull a 2 seed. Tennessee.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, Coach and I got to do an episode where we it wasn't an episode for everyone. It was just an episode where we just sent it to Stephen Middleton so he could send it to his league mates, where we razzed his league mates. That was a perk back then on the Patreon. I don't think it's one of the perks anymore, but we might want to figure out a way to tie that into one of the levels, because that was a lot of fun to just rip on the guys for their horrible teams.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. Next we got David Genesis. He pulled South Carolina with his first one.
Yale, 13. All right.
George for number 2. Had Drake with his first one.
So he's hoping for a better pool here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's going to get it. 15 seed South Dakota State.
All right. Next, we got Joe's second one. He had Utah State first one.
All right, Joey. Ooh, he's got a decent one here. Maybe. Yep. Ooh, we can't see the line where it is in between those two, but that was super close.
Super close.
Auburn. Nice pool.
All right. Amanda's second one. She pulled Arizona with the first one.
All right, here you go, Amanda. You had Arizona, and now you get. Is it gonna click? Akron.
Akron.
All right. Yeah, at least you have Arizona.
All right. El Fuego had
Oh.
Washington State first time.
Washington State, and then now the 12 seed UAB.
UAB. Okay. Steve Varner, Charleston the first time around.
All right. So we're hoping for something better than Charleston to even that out.
Ooh. Clemson.
Still better than Charleston.
Definitely.
All right.
We got Jerry next. He's hoping for that UConn. He pulled the Howard Wagner playing game first time around. Is it going to go?
No, but it's still better than Howard and Wagner. Sounds like a law firm, Howard and Wagner.
All right. Rich had Longwood the first time.
Okay. Definitely better than Longwood. The 8 seed Nebraska.
Sean McDonald. North Carolina was his first one.
We only have 7 teams left and 6 to give away. So don't forget, one of these will be given away on the show tomorrow night. 9 seed Texas A&M. I actually really hope it's not the 16 seed that we're giving away, because it's not really much of a pool to get you all to watch tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Steve Evans, Morehead State last time.
All right, Uncle Steve, you got to get something better than Morehead State here. Well, okay. Okay. You get the 10 seed Nevada.
Wyatt had Duke last time. Wisconsin.
The 5 seed Wisconsin. So before we go on the next one, so Mark, do you follow college basketball very much? Because Jerry's asking who the bigger snub was here, St. John's or Indiana State.
Oh, I don't know. I think the Big East definitely got snubbed, only getting 3 teams in the tournament. I think there's a lot of teams you could talk about getting snubbed, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably close between those two.
Right on. That was the only question I think I saw in there that wasn't just back and forth with people talking. So I wanted to make sure we took care of that real quick. All right. So who's next? We only have 3 left, right?
So we have,
All right, cool. So who's next?
3 to pull. Yep. Pete's up next. He had Colgate last time.
All right. So Pete gets Colgate, and then to match that, there you go. Much better than Colgate. Oh, maybe. Is it going to stay? The 1 seed.
There goes number 1. The defending champions.
He's hoping for a back-to-back.
All right. We got Will with the next one. He had St. Peter's last time.
Okay, so St. Pete
San Diego State.
Hit 5 seed. All right. Who was that?
That was Will.
Oh, Will. Okay. Right on. There you go. And who's next?
Kevin Coach Fry.
So Coach Fry, you're not going to get anybody good. I can tell you that. You're going to get Samford. All right.
And you jinxed it and left the 16 seed for the giveaway.
I did not. So this is what I'm going to do. So I got Michigan State, right? So we're gonna swap mine out. I'm going to take Montana State and I don't even know
Grambling.
Still don't really know what that is. So, okay. So I'm going to take that 16 seed play in. That's going to be my team. So Michigan State is going to go back in. That's the one we're going to give away tomorrow. Was that the 4 seed?
Michigan State
or the 8? Oh, wait. No, they're
I think it's an 8 seed. Yeah.
It's still twice as good as the 16. So we'll go with it. So Michigan State's the one we're going to give away tomorrow night on air at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mark, thanks for putting all this together and working this for us. And I know you're going to be doing some work with the bracket too. It makes me feel like you're probably a gambling man at heart.
Of
So,
course.
and to honor the fact that you were coming on, I made sure to make the colors blue and yellow there for
I
you.
love it. I love it. And if you're in our Gilded chat, check out our mock draft, our community mock draft that we're doing. I believe you had the pleasure of taking my team this time. I like the pick, Nate Wiggins.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
Rams, yep.
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure I got a defensive back because your guys' best defensive back last year was on a 1-year deal, and like it
100%.
just that seems like a really bad hole there. And I felt bad because Jason was trying to work with me a deal to move back, and back about 9 spots for with Tampa Bay so that he could get his center. And I was like, that he wanted that Jackson guy. I was like, I can't do it. So because it was the last defensive back left of the 3 that I wanted. So I went ahead and took Wiggins, and I didn't trade back, which I would have picked up an extra pick later. I probably could have talked him into a second, but I really like Wiggins. But yeah, I like that. As a matter of fact, did you say I'm probably up soon in that one?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I think I probably am. Let's take a look. No, we got Taco Jones, and then I'm up. That kind of stinks. We could have made the pick together if I were up, but
yeah.
All right, guys, stay tuned again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then also I've got the Friendly Fire. I'm bringing back. Friendly Fire is our show that's 100% brought to you by Rival Fantasy, and I've got an episode that's going to be dropping every Saturday morning where we talk all different sports now. So this week we're most likely going to be talking a little bit about opening day baseball coming up real soon. So I know that's a sport you're also happy with and confident in, Mark. I know you like baseball, so I'm sure you're excited about opening day, but we're going to sign off here. I appreciate you, Mark. Appreciate all the Patreon. We love it. We love you guys. We love the support that we get from you. This is one of the ways that we can kind of give back a little bit. So enjoy March Madness.